Holy Ghost get the usher. No, 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 I can't touch it. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Sort of.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, B, let's go. Check safety. Slant.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Hey, we got four. Got 40. 60. Safe. Check 48.
To throw, Huntley. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Matt Judon there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Huntley. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
8-yard line.
On first down, Huntley. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Huntley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Good. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. 1st and goal from the 6. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Huntley. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Justin Matabike brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Off play action. Huntley. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Ravens nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Complete to Willie Snead.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Following the fumble recovery, Huntley. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Patriots 7, Ravens nothing.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake. Huntley. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
It's fourth down.
Check 48, the mark. Here we go, here we go. 48 mark. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take wins.
On fourth down, Huntley under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Jackson.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Samson Abuka. Credit him with his sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Huntley. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. He hits White, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
First
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
38 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Flush to his right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. downs. So this is just an incompletion here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Johnny Townsend.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Amari Cooper, 76 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Patriots 21. Ravens 9.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
15.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
And 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Thrown away and incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's going to be out of... Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down, you also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Play action. It's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Jackson.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing with football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Huntley. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
First down.
Now Jackson on first down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Snead's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Ravens
play action. Now Jackson. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
at their own 21-yard line.
Off play action. Huntley. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chuck Clark. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Off the play fake. Huntley in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chuck Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Here's Huntley. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Huntley. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the bootleg. Huntley. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Huntley. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Patriots continue to roll.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Well, this game was decided.
Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Boykin. Touchdown.
Miles Boykin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens, they claw one back. And he's brought down. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On 1st down, Huntley. It's complete. James White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Huntley. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? To throw, Huntley. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Patriots 63.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Operating from the gun, Huntley. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 4-yard line.
From the gun, Huntley. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Huntley's pass intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard
Now
line.
Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Is good. Makes the score.
Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment, thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I
You were
was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for the Pats,